Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. A very late one, but we are back on some Apollo Justice. I don't actually know how long I'm going to stream because it is 1 o'clock already, but you know, we will see. I am going to go straight into it just because it is very late, but essentially we're on a new trial. We arrested Aristotle Means, who murdered Constance Court, and yeah, Junie is free. And well, all of them are free, but Junie especially is free. So yeah, it seems to be a murder at the space station. We will see how it goes. I think it won't play the cutscene for me. I think it will just load in. Oh, no, never mind. We'll get the cutscene again. That's good. Hi, Blair. Ballroom bombing incident. Terrible attack launched by the will of a madman. That incident perfectly symbolized the state of the legal world in this dark age of war. Hope you're doing alright, Blair, my love. Mr. Wright brought it to a resolution of sorts. Platonate was discovered to be the one responsible for the bombing. I can't leave it too long because it auto-scrolls. If only it were that simple. Somehow, I can't help but think. So there's a darker influence at work. One that's lurking in the shadows, waiting. That's why I want to review the trial that was taking place when the bombing occurred. After all, I've got more than a few personal stakes in it. Cosmic Turnabout? Oh dear. Hopefully not Blur, but I mean you should probably get rested. There we go, and now we're in its space. For a second I was like, oh maybe we did already do the cutscene and we've saved, but that's fine. We can see it again.
1 hour remaining until launch. Please begin your final equipment check.
Check complete. Everything's A-okay. We're ready here whenever you are.
Come in, Act 2. Come in. Do you copy?
Oh, that's so close. Well, hopefully it might just be a sore throat ulcers in your throat, which sucks. Again, and we got to here. December 16th, 9:12 AM, District Court, defendant lobby number 4? 5, great. Time for another trial to begin. But this one's different. Sorry to bother you, but... Oh! Hi, Junie. Are you alright, Apollo? Was I making scary faces just now? Oh, hi, Junie, but yes, I'm fine. I was just doing my Chords of Steel exercise. Now I'm all ready to go. Yes, and you, I'm sure you'll be just fine. Oh, I brought you a present from my garden. Oh, is this a lotus root? That's right. Grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. It said that if you look through the holes, it can help you see into the future. It's for good luck. Maybe later you can cook it and... Thanks for this. I'm gonna have some right now. Oh my. Kind of tough though. You can't eat it raw, but thanks for the enthusiastic try. Oh, she didn't think me would before. She will now. We all calm down. Apollo, I'm sorry I'm late. Hey, Athena. Junie, I didn't know you were coming today. Did you come to cheer Apollo on? Oh, I get it. You sly little thing, you. Athena, stop. Yeah, she definitely has a crush on Apollo. Quick thing around, Athena. The trial's about to start in a second. Is everything all set? Apollo. I have to figure it out. Figure out what? Ah, good. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever. Oh, that's a sigh. Ooh. Oh, this is it. It's all over for me. They're gonna find me guilty. Our client, one Mr. Solomon Starbuck. Like Starbucks? He's a very famous astronaut who happens to be an acquaintance of mine. We know right now, but he's usually a very upbeat and driven person. Scene of the crime this time happens to be the Cosmos Space Center. He's better off all people, hopefully. They're astronauts, so maybe. Back in high school, my best friend and I went there almost a little too much. That's where we met Mr. Starbuck. We asked him about space travel and he launched into story after story with so much passion. Back in those days, the man was 100% my hero. Now he's depressed. Oh, you sure you're okay with being your lawyer, Apollo? Of course I'm sure. I know you, Mr. Starbuck. I know you're not the type to commit murder. Thanks, but... I was supposed to be in the space right now. He's so depressed. It almost seems like an act. Once getting called off must have been a huge shock. But we never get the chance to get to space again. But say that. Don't stop believing. Besides, you just gotta go. You just have to go into space again. Yeah. I don't think I could face Clay in the afterlife if I just ride away in the cell. Oh, Clay. Oh, he's okay. He's cute. That's what I'm saying. Clay Terrain. Yeah, Clay. We'll say Clay Terrain. I can't believe he was murdered. I mean, he was such a promising astronaut under your command. Yeah, he was a good guy. Always let to pick me up when I was down. No one loves life as much as him, that's for sure. He was so full of energy, telling me, "You're fine, Mr. Starbuck." Look, something like this happened. Happened to a guy like him, huh? I've never seen Mr. Starbuck so down. He's gone, and I'm going to prison. I wish I could burn up like a shooting star right now. Starbuck, you'll be fine. What's this? What's the yelling? I'll get to the bottom of this today. You'll see. Exchange. I want you to go back into space. For me and Clay. Promise. Hey, Paloma, how's it going? I mean, you have lots of evidence to prove my innocence. Oh, well, about that. We didn't get to investigate the area as much as I'd like, thanks to the police. Oh, no, I'm done for. I'm a goner. Everybody thinks I did it. I was gonna sort. Thought I was gonna sort like a comet, but I'm just gonna crash like a meteorite. No, don't say that, Mr. Starbuck. Don't get yourself out yet. I know it's hard to lose a team. Oh no, I know it's hard to lose a teammate, but you gotta keep going. And what about you, Apollo? What about me? What about me? I was just thinking, isn't Clay your best? No, his best friend is dead. That's like Clay is his best friend. Okay. Aww. We need to focus on trial right now. You all ready to go? Hello. Aww. Oh wait. Was it a stabbing? The victim was discovered on the 5th floor building. Yeah. Where is? Okay. Interesting. Clay, okay, Vic said he was a Hat 2 member and a close friend of mine. I'm so sad he's upset. He's dead. Oh. Okay. Apollo. Trial is about to begin. If the defense would please proceed into the courtroom. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is one trial I can't afford to lose. For Clay's sake and our clients, I will find Clay's killer. December 16th, 9:55 AM, District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Fuck's sake. Oh wait, of course it's number 4, because it's the one that blew up. Oh. Oh, and there's the case? Oh. Court is now in session for the trial of Solomon Starbuck. This is the pre-trial. Oh! Wait! But, okay, so he actually was bandaged before the explosion? Interesting. Don't know why, but thanks for that. Fence is ready, Your Honor. Oh, don't worry, Plum, I'm tired as well. I'm going to try and go to the gym after it's already 1 o'clock. Excuse me, Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor? Welcome to your eye. I'm fine. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Are you sure? I don't... I'm fine, Your Honor. The defense is ready. Sorry, Your Honor. It's been like this since yesterday. He keeps insisting it's just a sty. I suppose it's something he doesn't want to discuss. Maybe he's entering a touchy age. My age, yeah. Yeah, I'm confused. Very well, and the prosecution? The prosecution appears to be ready as well.
Silence!
Not yet. I'm not quite ready yet. Yeah. Ah! Of course, he's already broken up. Sorry, I didn't get to do the thing because I was too busy drinking. The prosecution is now ready. Hey, Tucker. Well, it didn't take him long this time. So black one. Now then, I shall give my opening snippet.
Silence!
I'll do it. You will? What an unexpected surprise. I love how it's a surprise that the prosecution is doing his job. This time, I can't leave it to anyone else. Oh, I see. Something is off with the two of you today. You both seem different somehow. He's right. Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell. Your opening statement, if you would. It was just yesterday. The crime in question occurred at the Cosmos Space Center. Oh, the famous federal research facility of all things related to astrology, right? Astronomy. It was astronomy. Anyway, a rocket was set to launch from there. It was 9:28 AM, before they could even move the rocket to the launch site. Two explosive devices were detonated. The launch was cancelled. My word, 2 bombs? How dreadful. But to be a third, baby. The defendant of today's trial is charged with both the bombing and with murder. One Mr. Sullivan Starbuck. For whatever inane reason, he detonated the bomb on the rocket where he himself would be in. That makes no sense. Already. Solomon Starbuck, I recognise that name. Isn't he the famous astronaut? Correct your baldness. Mr. Starbuck was pilot of the Hat-1 rocket 7 years ago. Oh, okay. As you may recall, despite some interstellar trouble, his mission was a success. Some say it was a miracle he returned alive. Suppose you could say he's a living legend. Oh, I remember now. He became something of an international celebrity, right? Oh, he kind of looking fine, though. Man, looking out for the future, yeah. Okay. You intend that into a movie and everything. Got a real space pioneer in the court today. But even heroes tumble from their lofty heights. Returning to the subject at hand. Oh, yes. The victim was one Miss Clay Terrain, a subordinate of the defendant. He's so cute with his little, nose sticker. Well, plaster. Indeed, no, indeed. A loyal disciple brutally stabbed to death by his mentor. Stabbed to death, you say? You mean his death wasn't a result of the bombing? Correct. Despite his lofty dreams, the victim was seen as an interloper by the defendant, and so he sent him not to space, but to a universe which we mortals cannot see. Hey. I think I've heard enough. The case seems pretty clear and clear-cut at this point. Well, no, there is one thing I'm curious about. That metal box next to the witness stand. Oh, baby. What purpose does it serve exactly? Since you are so nice, it's your coffin. Oh. Oh, Candace is in there right now, isn't she? Dead as hell. Oh, have mercy on me. Hi, Jess. It's evidence. Due to its immense size, we had little choice but to lay it where it rests now. We should get the contents of the contents of the box in due time. I feel like I just lost 50 years of my life. Do you even have 50 years left? In a monologue, Vina, in a monologue. Wait, really? That's cute. Cute. Enough jabbering. Oh, no. I got really excited. But we Fulbright's the name. In justice we trust. Ah, Detective Fulbright. Very well then. Please explain the details of this incident to the court if you would. On it. First, take a look at this pamphlet from the Cosmos Space Center. In it, you'll find a diagram outlining the overall layout of the Space Center. Okay. Here we are. For a more detailed look on what's on the left side of the building. Okay. Take a look at this cross-section that we, the police, have created. See the launch pad and the main building? The launch pad is a square building, and the round stretch is the main building, right? You got it! The instance took place in launch pad 1, and in the main building's lounge. I'll be using this diagram during my testimony. It will make it much easier to understand. Oh, that's cute. Back in my day, sort of. Oh, straight to cross-examination. Jeez, okay. Here's the case. Oh wait, no, this is him giving it, sorry. Just before the rocket was set to launch, 2 bombs went off. Boom, boom. One on the second floor of the space center main building, and one in launch pad 1. Hopefully, only the 2 astronauts were in launch pad 1 at the time. The 2 of them managed to make it back as far as the boarding lounge. But after their escape, one of the 2 was found stabbed to death. We saw them both pass out, so I'm assuming someone has stabbed them afterwards. A murder on top of a bombing. Detective, the victim was already dead by the time you arrived at the lounge, correct? Yup. Thinking he'd sabotaged the bombing, the defendant killed him right there in the rocket. Just look at this tragic photo. Aww. Oh my. Isn't that a knife in the victim's chest? Yes, Your Honor. It is a knife that cruelly ended this young man's dreams. We couldn't get any prints off of it, though, because the defendant was in his spacesuit. By the way, Detective Fulbright, why are the victim's helmet and right glove absent in this photo? Better remove them to identify him, Your Honor. I personally removed his gloves during the investigation. Wow, he stripped him off slowly. We have to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all. Yes. Yes, that would be very difficult to identify him without a face or fingerprint. Now, there's just one more thing I'd like to inquire about. What is this round thing next to the victim in this photo? Something so important to the victim, he took it with him, as he escaped the launch. A capsule that apparently contains asteroid samples. While obviously valuable to research purposes, it has no relationship to the case. I see. So, we know that the bomb in the main building was on the 2nd floor. Where was the bomb that was launched, that was in launch pad 1 located in launch pad 1? That was on the rocket itself. It was situated around the central part of the rocket. No. It was situated around the central part of the rocket. Apparently, the area around the launch pad's elevator was in a sea of flames. I would like to submit this diagram report to the record. Yeah. Trial's just about to start, and we're already in a bind. Get used to it. Besides, that's what cross-examinations are for, right? What 2 astronauts were doing on the during the bombing? That'll be the key.
Hold it!
How powerful were the explosions? Well, the one in the main building wasn't strong enough to bring the place down. But the room it went off in was bent black. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Which is the large part, of course, to me stepping up to lead the investigation. No, wait. To lead the evacuation. Due in large part, of course, to me stepping up. Yeah, there we go. Wait, what are you doing there in the first place, Lieutenant Fulbright? Ha ha ha! I'm Bobby Fulbright, hero of justice. I'll be there whenever, wherever and whenever people need my help. I'd go to the other side of the world, or even the edge of the universe, so he was just there. I'm sure he knows how far that actually is. But I guess I'll leave that one alone. Admirable decision. No, admirable decision. Just go. Huh. What did you decide? Anyway, could you describe what it was like in the Space Center at the time? The bomb cut the power to the central bank of elevators on the third floor lounge. It was pitch black in there, I tell you. However, the security cameras and whatnot were running on emergency backup. The evacuation gear. I immediately and heroically whisked people down to the Space Center's basement shelter. The basement shelter? Yes, there's an emergency shelter beneath the Space Center. Emergency shelter, huh? Can't emergency shelter. There we go. You bear with. Oh, here it is. It's at the bottom of the diagram. Okay, basement. The Space Center's pretty impressive to have its own shelter. Power outage and evacuation seem unrelated to the murder at this point. Guess I'll leave that aside for now. So, there were 2 explosions in total, correct? Yup, that's right.
Hold it!
Let me get this straight. Mr. Starbuck rigged the rocket he was going on to board with explosives. Huh? What are you talking about? The defendant really did plant the bombs on his own rocket. He got caught in the explosion as well. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Wait, we did not think of that? Interesting. Fine, a simpleton for a simpleton. Oh, okay. For what? The motive. Understood. The defendant actually had astrophobia. Oh, astrophobia? What's that? A fear of space, naturally. Just the thought of space can cause the afflicted to freeze up. Oh, what? He's an astro. Oh, PTSD, maybe? And so, in his terror, the defendant found a way to stop the launch at the last minute. That's absurd. Unfortunately for you, we have evidence. Take a look at these. What are they? These anti-anxiety pills were found amongst the defendant's possessions. Apparently, he was taking them in secret to quell his fears. There was a multitude of problems with the rocket Mr. Starbuck had rode 7 years ago. Rumor has it threatened to crash it a number of times as well. That was, of course, very traumatic for Mr. Starbucks.
Objection!
That doesn't mean he goes so far as to blow up his own ship.
Silence!
The defendant couldn't bear to mar his good name, now could he? No. Not after the media branded him Sol Starbuck, a space pioneer extraordinaire, using his PTSD. Given these conditions, the defendant could hardly run away like some base mod. What, so that's why you think he resorted to the bombing? Naturally, he constructed this act of sabotage in an attempt to blow up the Space Center. Which would effectively abort the launch, but spare his reputation. I guess? Ugh. Now I'm sure you understand why we have to bring justice down on this atrocious criminal.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was only 2 of them? It was just before the spaceship was set to launch, so of course it was only those two. No, there could have been somebody else inside the rocket.
Silence!
The notion of a third party in launch pad one is simply ludicrous. Just to enter the area from that lounge. One must pass through the door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. Allow me to state, up front, that there are precious few, with the clearance to do so. The fingerprint recognition device, it sounds so as futuristic and as complex as a space center. Actually, it's not as amazing as you think, Your Honor. Take a look at this photo. This is at the door in the lounge, that fingerprint lock. Only personnel with fingerprints, fingerprints are registered can pass through. Only personnel whose fingerprints are registered can pass through. There we go. I see. That is very difficult from what different than what I had in mind. And there's a record of the number of people that passed through the door yesterday. Yes, there were only 3. The defendant, the victim, and director of the Space Center, Yuri Cosmo. Probably him then. Does that mean it's possible the director is the one who did it? Not a chance. He was in the main building when the bomb exploded at 9:28 AM. Doing his job directing the launch. Besides having an alibi, he has no motive for committing these senseless acts. He has a point. Because the director can't be considered a suspect then.
Hold it!
So, while it would appear that the pair barely escaped their lives, in actuality, one of them had already been murdered inside the rocket. That's the angle the prosecution wants to push, right? You got it. In fact, that's what I've been trying to say this whole time. If the victim had been alive, he would have sure tried to stop the bombing. Is there any chance Mr. Terrain could have been killed before he boarded the rocket? They were both alive and well when boarding at boarding time and embarked under their own power. Their hearts full of hope and dreams in space. And then both of their hopes and dreams were dashed. If I may continue my explanation, after the evacuation was given, the defense made an escape, carrying the victim and made it look like a rescue.
Hold it!
It's the first one to find the victim. Actually, there were 2 of them. The Space Center director. Oh, bear with. Yuri Cosmo. Detective Candace. Oh, love that. One of them was a detective. Yup, Detective Arm specializes in bombings, you see. She and the director were ordering the evacuation following the explosion. They were also worried about the astronauts, so they hurried over to the boarding lounge. That's when they discovered the victim along with the defendant. 2 witnesses, huh? One of them's a detective? How either one of them would have said anything to would have anything to say that would help me. I think that pretty much covers the kid. I was gonna say I couldn't see anything there. Only the victim and the defendant were on the launch pad when the former killed. If this is the truth, then only Mrs. Starbuck could have carried out the crime. What little I could get out of him while he hit my case. Just this donor. Foolish is the warrior who rushes into battle, who rushes headlong into a battle. Preparation is an essential element of battle, so I advise you take a gander at this. What is it? Footage from a security camera. As the two astronauts emerge from the bowels of the launch pad 1 corridor. The boarding lounge security camera captured their desperate escape. Now, I'd like to direct your attention to what the defender is shouldering. Which you can see is none other than the lifeless body of the victim. What? Order! Order! I say. This lines up exactly with what the prosecution has been asserting. Should have known Blackwell would have something like this ready. What? Apollo? Looks like they determined Claire was already gone from that footage. Anything else in this picture? I see what you mean. Whether Clay was still alive at this point is pretty crucial. Your Honor, please take another look at the footage. Isn't it possible Mr. Town was still alive here and that Mr. Starbuck was helping him? Why, I believe you're right. One man carrying the other to safety. What a beautiful expression of
Silence!
Perhaps that's what he looks like to a one-eyed, hotted, and a dotted. Don't let me say that the victim was, if it was the victim's dead body. What do you mean? All right. Explain it to Justice Dono. You got it. Ready, kid? If the murderer had occurred in the lounge, someone could have spotted it. Anyone in, can enter the lounge after all. We're doing it while they were alone in the spaceship. That's a horse of a different color.
Objection!
You can't deny there's a possibility that murder could have happened in the lounge. Wait, all that video shows is the man helping his fellow astronaut out.
Silence!
Your assertion is based on emotion. It's based on your belief that Mr. Starbuck will surely help his own disciple. No logical explanation as to why the victim could still be alive. I mean, you don't... Fortunately, Mr. Justice, the prosecution is right. Your argument is lacking sound logic. I don't understand. It sounded purely logical to me. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further objections, I believe it's time to bring the cross-examination to a close. Objection? Well, oh. The emotion thing? Your Honor, the defense requested a little time to think and regroup. Given the facts, I'm not sure I see the need. What is it, Athena? It's just something that's been bothering me. If it isn't the defense stalling for time, as always. Very well, I'm feeling generous. You may have a small measure of time. Yes. You have 5 seconds. Of that. 5 seconds? Afterwards, I'll declare this cross-examination to be closed and a verdict to be rendered. You baldness, raise your gavel high. It's time for a countdown. Oh! Ready? time. Spit out, Athena. Only three more seconds. Ah! Look, I don't think the prosecution's explanation is very complete. Meaning? You know, there's something missing. Like, they conveniently left it out, left it unexplained. Something they didn't explain. Something they didn't explain. Ah, you're right. I think I know what you're talking about. Your 5 seconds of war, Mr. Justice. Is there anything about the prosecution's argument that you'd like to rebut? Yes, Your Honor, actually there is. There's something the prosecution has yet to make clear to this court. Hmm? What if you put it that way? What is it the okay. My body was removed. He failed to explain why Mr. Starbuck would bother bringing the body back, or if the defendant wanted to kill the victim, why didn't he just leave his body on the lockout? I go through all the trouble to bringing him all the way back to the boarding lounge. Yeah. Oh, that's true. I don't think we've heard the prosecution's thought on that. That's because they haven't known, Your Honor. After all, how does one explain something so illogical? The prosecution is claiming that the defendant moved the victim's dead body. But what if the entire premise of that argument is wrong? Let's see your theory, Mr. Justice. Best prefers that the defendant didn't kill the victim who was helping him. Fulbright, explain it for our sad friend here before I nod off from his monotone monologue. Inform him exactly why Spaceball moved the victim. They can't be joking. It's simple. Mr. Starbuck did what he did to direct suspicion away from himself. What? He wanted to create an impression that he heroically risked his life to save his partner. That's why he made sure that the security camera made it to the security camera so there'd be record. At the very least, here's the idea of success with you and the old man. On my carrying to safety. What a beautiful expression of friendship. Each person wearing a spacesuit weighs easily over 200 pounds. Saving the life of a partner who weighs as much while trying to escape deadly flames. A dramatic sub-story fit for a silver screen. Indeed, I was completely taken in by the humanity of the story. You see, the true ending is all traces of his hammy act were meant to be blown up. That's how we arrive at the thrilling conclusion. The third explosion. The third one?
Objection!
What are you talking about? There was no third explosion. Yeah, bitch.
Silence!
Indeed, you're correct. Despite such a set of arm, it was she who identified and secured the bomb. However, it doesn't change the fact that the third bomb was discovered in the lounge. Still Coffin perceives the witness sound. That would be a bomb transport kit. It was found in the lounge. A bomb in the form of the most distasteful toy. What? One on the second floor of the main building, and one of the launch pad, and one in the lounge. The defenders planned to set off 3 firework displays. Fortunately, the third was escaped before it could be detonated, for had it not. The victim's body and other vital evidence would surely have been immolated.
Objection!
For you are to a word. Know that the evidence supports me. It's like he's reading my mind. As it is still undergoing forensic investigation, I do not have the evidence on hand. However, know that a peculiar item was found in one of Mr. Starbuck's pockets. Specifically, a bomb detonation switch. Oh! Okay. That's where it went. You found what? This is that the defendant had no time to destroy such damning evidence. The Space Center director and Tavar stumbled across the murder. So he thought to hide it in his pocket. Few will break that he is. I mean, we've seen him knocked out. They've clearly been planted, but sure. Yeah, Mr. Starbuck would never do anything like that. Just as Dono, open your eyes and see the truth. This appears to be irrefutable evidence that the accused set off an explosion. Now there has to be some kind of mistake. This can't be the truth. Still can't accept it. You believing in your client come what may? Then why don't you cross-examine the defendant himself? This has to be a trap. Where are we going with this? I'm really confused. Mr. Black... No, Mr. Is that Blackwell's trying to control the entire game? Yeah, it seems like he was waiting for me to bring up the body moving issue. That's... yeah. Why would you say that? Because he just had the right argument when I pointed it out. And to really rub it in, he has a decisive piece of evidence up his sleeve too. He's just trying to shake my faith in Mr. Starbuck and bring me down. Then making you cross-examine Mr. Starbuck at this point is part of his plan too. Totally underhanded, but I would expect anything less from him. I'm just really confused where we're going. Now let's hear from the arch-villain, oh wait. Now let's hear from the arch-villain, the fiendish murderer himself. Famed astronaut, Solomon Starbuck. Witness. Your name and occupation. Solomon Starbuck, astronaut. How did this happen? Mr. Starbuck, you aren't looking very well. Will you be able to give testimony? Well, fortunately, no is not an option. You're being accused of the Space Center bombing and the murder of Clay Terrain. Please testify to these allegations. Mind if I take the suit off? It's getting heavy.
Silence!
Just in the weight of your suit that you feel, but of your sins. Best carry that weight for the rest of your life. Last reason to move. I don't care anymore. Wow, that was super negative. Is he going to be alright up there? He'll be fine, I think. As long as he doesn't totally give up and say he did it, that is. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't kill him. All I did was support Clay with my shoulder and get us out of the rocket. Like always, I took the elevator down to the middle level and headed to the corridor. Clay had passed out by the time we got to the got the order to evacuate. I didn't kill Clay. I was trying to save him. You assert you didn't set off the bombs or murder the victim. but I bet you think I'm lying, right? It reserves all judgment until I've heard your full testimony. I'm sure you don't believe me. But you don't even believe I'm an astronaut. How do they just doubt that? I never see like that except an astronaut. Yeah. I will say that I saw you in the movie. You appeared quite courageous, though I suppose reality never quite lives up to the fantasy. Oh, I guess I'm just a big disappointment. But I don't care what happens anymore. No, he's completely given up. What a depressing fellow. If you were to join me in the clink. Can you imagine that annoying sign of yours would rub off on the other inmates? I rolled off on Prosecutor Blackwell a second ago? What was Blackwell saying? Oh. The Starbucks testimony contains a glaring contradiction. The question is, what does it mean? If Mr. Starbuck is my client, I can't be gun shy now. It's time to find the truth. I didn't kill her.
Hold it!
So, you're saying is that the victim was still alive at the time? Of course. He was alive and well.
Silence!
If so, then you admit that, then you admit you took a man- wait, what the? If so, then you admit you took a man who was alive and well. And sounds impeccably with this. What? No, Blackwell confirmed, dead ahead. Oh, there's no good captain, I'm getting sucked in!
Objection!
Mr. Starbuck, you're not in space. Please give a testimony seriously. He was just nervous, but maybe I should have said he was alive and well. It was more like he was slumped over. The completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Hold it!
Is this the elevator inside the launch pad area? That's right. We always used to get in it and go to the cockpit. That makes sense. So he was just trying to use the route he always used. In spite of the fact that there has just been an explosion. Huh? Maybe Starbucks side is like, wait, yeah. They're pretty big. Yeah. So to the elevator down to the yeah, wait.
Hold it!
No, that's the one. I was like, I literally looked at it and I was like, wait, please don't press the right one. Okay, so the map, he said he went to the middle level and took the elevator, right? But it should have exploded because well, actually, it should have exploded. The other it should have been working, right? That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I had saved that. Let me try it, because
Objection!
thank God. Mr. Starbuck, I need your testimony to be as accurate as possible. Was I not being accurate? Oh, because it's impossible for you to have taken the elevator down to the middle level. What makes you say that, Mr. Justice? Do you recall where the bomb went off in Launchpad 1? Yeah, I also recall that after the explosion, the middle lift elevator was engulfed in flames, yeah. Oh, you're right. Which means... Exactly, the Launchpad elevator would have been unusable, in other words. Mr. Starbuck, your testimony clearly is decidedly inconsistent with the fact. Oh. What's with the helmet? Oh. Mission Command, do you read me? Come in, please.
Objection!
This is Mission Command. I order you to pay attention. Stop this nonsense and answer my question, Mr. Starbuck. Oh, my helmet. Oh, he's dying. My oxygen tank! Oxygen concentration, body temperature declining. Request medical assistance. Just pass out. Mr. Starbuck, we are not in space right now. Please stop pretending you've lost consciousness and stand back up. I apologize, Your Honor. I forgot I was still on Earth. Maybe we just got a real glimpse of Solomon Starbuck as the astronaut. He seems more like an astronaut now than when he was doing all the sighting. Mr. Starbuck, could you please explain the inconsistency in your statement? Or how you used the middle level elevator? I was nervous and did the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Actually, took a different route, I think. A different route? I hope you're able to deliver a straight story this time. I'll get right to it this time. Maybe, no, I mean probably. Really? It's understandable to be nervous, but let me remind you, your accuracy is paramount in court. Let's see, my escape route, what was that I said before? It was a mistake? That was a mistake. I remember now. I took a different route. Maybe, probably. With the capsule and clay in my arms, I made it all the way down from the upper level. Wait, down. So you're saying you escaped without using the elevator? How do you... Okay, right. That's right, there's a ladder that spans up in the middle of... Yeah, how does he hold a dead body and a capsule? I used the ladder to get to the middle level. Luckily the fire reached the ladder, so we can make our escape that way. Capsule you mentioned, I suppose this is the thing next to Mr. Terrain here. Is capsule that important that you'd risk your life to take it with you? Almost goes without saying, but yeah, the capsule contains a asteroid sample. Therefore it's invaluable as research material. With this spacesuit on, Clay weighed a ton, but securing the capsule was also important. I need you to answer to the best of your ability. Mr. Starbuck, please remember that your verdict is riding on this testimony. Maybe I am guilty after all. don't do it. You can see the stars in prison. I bet it's more comfortable in space. Scary room. Scary room from me. Yeah, here we go. Can I just present that actual map?
Objection!
Thank you. I was like, there's no way you can get down, right? I thought shipping. Stop it. Why don't you just tell the truth? At least that was easy. The truth? Let's see. The Earth is blue. No, that's not right. Is the Earth isn't blue? Yeah, that's it. Truth, Mr. Starbuck. Oh, the oxygen concentration is super low than 0. For the emergency extraction. Mr. Justice, the witness appears confused. Please help draw out the truth. Mr. Starbuck, under the circumstances of the time, you couldn't possibly have reached the boarding lines via the upper level route. Huh? As long as it was, yeah. The ladder, right? No way you have a body in one hand and the capsule in the other. To get down to the upper, to get down from the upper to the middle level where the Launchpad 1 corridor is, you have to go down the ladder. Isn't that right, Mr. Starbuck? Of course. That was the only way we could escape.
Objection!
But how would that work? At the time you were supporting Mr. Terrain over your shoulder, were you not? Remember, he was in full space gear as well, putting him over 200 pounds. Oh. Well, it's easy to go to the moon. Gravity is only one safer way as on Earth.
Objection!
I read that completely wrong. Well, it's easy on the moon. Gravity's, yeah. But the space center is located on Earth. Short being an octopus, climbing the ladder with an adult male in space gear in one arm, while carrying the capsule in your other is impossible, wouldn't you say? Oh. So, Mr. Starbuck, how exactly did you climb down the ladder with your arms full? Oh. Mr. Starbuck, come clean and tell us the truth now. Engineer, where's the engineer? Oxygen, due to faulty my engines. If I can immediately... You got taken away. What the? It's finding the coup. Oh, help! I'm calling to see you. Help? Anyone? Bill, further cherry picker. We must launch our rescue mission at once. Well, that's one way to take off without being questioned. I'll have to prove his innocence so he can go to space again someday for real. Well then, Mr. Starbuck, do you think you can keep your feet planted to the ground? Yes, I apologize for losing control. You ready to tell us the truth? Oh, not that. Anything but that. Come on. Is it the Mr. Starbuck I know? Oh? The Space Boy is prone to deception. Witness. Yikes! Yes. Which is so odd. But perhaps the inconsistencies can be explained as a result of medical side effects. Oh, Prosecutor, please don't talk about that. What are you talking about, Prosecutor Bagwell? All them words went together in one. Didn't I already state that Space Boy is ironically terrified of going into space? That's why he took some precautions just before the launch of the medicine, right? You see, just as this anti-anxiety drug was found in his system. Oh, since things are about to nosedive. You got it all wrong. I told him during the investigation too. I don't know anything about the drugs. I never took any medication, I swear. Found in this system, but he doesn't remember taking it? You're drugged? What could that be? Somebody must have said that to me. But I guess, maybe that's why I don't remember, because of the side effects. Yeah, that's why I don't remember much about what happened. I'm good. Order! Order in the court! No, we can't get useful information out of his useful testimony out of him if he doesn't remember anything. No. Well, this certainly explains why his testimony was changing. Oh, did you just tell me you couldn't remember? Guess you didn't want to find out because he was terrified of going into space. No, true. Oh my god. Oh, let me read. Sorry, my eyes are shutting. Maybe I shouldn't go to the gym, but I kind of want to go. I say want to, maybe that's a stretch. I guess he didn't want anyone to find out he was terrified of going into space. Maybe I really did do it. Which brings us to the final original answer to no, wrong voice. Brings us to the final answer of our original question. How the witness climbed down the ladder with a dead body? It does. So what is it? The dead man feels no pain and makes no complaints, just sit down. How did you find the body? The body was simply dropped down from the top of the ladder. And that makes sense. Oh my, I see. The defendant climbed down with his free hand.
Objection!
Put the body down? Who would do such a disrespectful thing? Besides, dropping the body down would leave marks on the body itself. I was thinking that. So you're capable of quick thinking? Yes, you're correct. Really? Oh, thanks. What's this? What's I say about? It's ruptured. I'm sure you can figure out why. You can't be playing it ruptured when the defendant dropped the victim's body. Oh, okay. Yeah, for they fracture easily when struck.
Objection!
Even if that's true, the tactical explosion and shrapnel would leave marks on his body. Yet, according to the autopsy report, only the knife wound was found on the victim's body. And clearly grasping at straws with his line of
Silence!
Spacesuit isn't heavy for the sake of being heavy just as dono. It includes the latest technological devices and it's made of fabric of tomorrow. This device is made to protect astronauts from dangers of space. If falling a few airfields would hardly leave a mark on the body.
Objection!
Silly Marshall. It shouldn't be impossible to stab through it as well. It should. Yet, through sheer coincidence, the knife slipped through the weak spot in the suit's structure and it found a way to the target. And its way to the target. What are the chances? You forget that our killer is an astronaut himself with knowledge of how the suits work. Come with that. And now my argument has been proved. Spaceboy killed the victim with the rocket and then dropped his body from the upper level. After climbing down, he shouldered the body and made sure that the camera recorded them. There's no room for debate about these facts. It's clear that Solomon Starbuck is the only one who could have killed Clay Terrain. Yeah! Here, what have I got in the astronaut oxygen tank? Consider it my send-off gift. I'm going to use it as payment to cross my river the river stinks. Ah! Oxygen tank data to the core record added to the... If it doesn't have rupture with 0% left, that's for that 80%. Hey, this report's pretty detailed. There's a small ash on the left shoulder which shows the oxygen remaining. Yes, that means the glowing sign digit represents the amount of oxygen in the tank. Oh, I'm done for. You're a prisoner instead of space. Why did I moan that? Space boy. Yes. Take heart. The jeweled night in the sky is still beautiful even when viewed through bars. You mean stars can be seen from prison? That's right. The cell will be your spaceship. It's the view through the iron bars. It's like being an astronaut in your incredible time. It's not half bad though. That's not half bad for. Mr. Starbuck, Skip House got something good. Just your prison cell. Fly me. My guilt, I might spare to the deepest, darkest space. together. Let's get stuck into a black hole together.
Objection!
Mr. Starboy, you can't give up hope. Dang, I'm on for shit right now. Oh, yes, well, you know, Clay really looked up to you. He said you were an incredible man. He said you never give up on your dreams and passion for space, no matter the situation. You said that? So give up now and help me prove your innocence. For the sake of the man who respected you and believed you, Clay Terrain. Clay? You're wasting your breath. Ugh. Whoa! Oh! What? Okay. Got no ass. Oh, he's fine now. Paul, thank you. I can see things clearly now. Mr. Starbuck. I'm fine now. Thanks for reminding me of my life's mission. Right. We'll both be fine. I'll prove your innocence, you'll see. As for that, we'll get you back into space. Ah, you've ignited the booster rockets in my soul! On fire! Fire! I am Solomon Starbuck, astronaut, a cosmic hero chosen by the universe itself. This is no time to be whimpering or crying. I can't let you and Clay down. Ow, I just cut myself. Balderdash. The sun, the moon. All of space is calling to me. Solomon Soul Starbuck. Ready for launch. Begin the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! Imagine me, I just Oh? Wait. Yeah, T1 understood too. Well. I feel I've witnessed an actual rocket launch. Apollo, you did it! You broke Mr. Blackwell's grip over Mr. Starbuck. I'll take the credit, it was all Mr. Starbuck. Pulled himself free. You simpleton, the dog massaging one of his egos. No matter how positive your mood, my advantage remains unshakable. I have but to wait for a final guilty verdict. It is not fight your ball. I'll have now. If to stop Blackwell, I have to see this through. Someone just has to make it back to space. Aww. I want all Clay's dream to remain unfulfilled. I got to destroy Blackwell's argument. Think, Justice, think. The only people in Launchpad 1 were Clay and Mr. Starbuck. Clay was already dead by the time the footage was taken. The only person who could have killed him was Mr. Starbuck. The only way to count Blackwell's argument is... what? We could prove that Clay is still alive when arriving at the body. Okay, yeah. In which case, I should be able to find some contradictions in the evidence itself. Let's see. What is data we just received? This supposedly proves that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay's body in Launchpad 1. I'm gonna prove that false, and there must be something I can use here. If this farce your boldness, let's have a verdict.
Objection!
Skip Blackwell, you seem to be in quite a hurry to rush a verdict. But about this oxygen tank data you've just submitted now. It says that Mr. Starbuck had 80% remaining, while Mr. Terran had 0. Do you stand by the accuracy of this report? Of course. And I guess it simply means that it's faulty, as evidence goes. Explain what you mean, Justice Dono. Simple. The evidence contradicts the facts of this case. Take a look here at the detailed description and you'll see what I mean. Is it about the percentages? I hope you have some evidence, Mr. Justice, because I don't see what's so contradictory. Yes, you're on the right way. It's the evidence that the oxygen tank report stands to in contradiction to picture.
Take that!
But how does this evidence present a contradiction? Oh, there's this part here, that a gas tank?
Take that!
This seems like we just talked about it. Note that the remaining oxygen in Mr. Starbuck's tank is as he carried to Mr. Train. To be safe 50. According to the data, our client had 80% remaining. Oxygen in the tank increased. Oh, duh. See, you want to fight as soon as I do. I don't know if there's a contradiction, but the increase of oxygen is beyond logical. Oh my, you're absolutely right. What is going on here?
Silence!
I do find it odd that the oxygen remaining has increased. It would be odd as if my rations were to increase. But what does that prove? And it changes the fact that there's the defendant carrying the victim's corpse. Yeah. I don't bet you didn't get more rations because you don't abide by the rules. Either way, the oxygen remaining should increase, just so your rations don't increase. Therefore, this new information is critical. We can't overlook it.
Silence!
In that case, why don't you answer this riddle of the mysteriously increasing oxygen? Better not disappoint. We're going to declare the inconsistency as main equipment malfunction. Ugh. Let's get a Blackwell as a point. I suppose it could be a simple malfunction. Mr. Justice, if you cannot prove an adequate counter-argument for this point, I'm afraid I must bring this trial to an end. What the hell? Do you think, wait, so you think you can explain why the remaining oxygen level increased? Of course I can. The thing to do at the time of this is turn my thinking around. Mr. Starbucks has no memory of it, but he claims to have carried clay. That means the man with 50% of that tank ought to be Mr. Starbuck. Anything, displaying the oxygen in his tank should have shown an 80. It's a clear contradiction between the report and the security footage. Is it clay? I'm watching why is the oxygen level increase? I'm only doing that based on context clues because of that, and also the fact that we're like, saying, well, we keep flashing back to the picture and being like, how is Clay still alive? So I'm assuming it's just Clay's carrying. What had to have happened to make it look like it had increased? Am I making some kind of mistake in my base assumption here? Is this the Matrix moment? Well, Mr. Justice, we're waiting. No, it's not. Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready to answer. Yep, there we go. What if it was the other way around? The other way around? Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice? No. As you can see, Your Honor, both men had their helmets on in this footage. It turns out, this is where our base assumption went astray. We assume that Mr. Starbuck has helped, that it was Mr. Starbuck helping Mrs. Train, but it was the other way around. Mr. Starbuck wasn't helping Mr. Train at all. It was Mr. Train who was helping Mr. Starbuck back to the boarding lounge. It was what? It makes sense because he took the medicine and would have everything, but I mean, I suppose it could mean anything. Order! Order! Mr. Justice! You mean to tell me the person on the right in the image is the victim, Clay Terrain? The only way the riddle to the increasing oxygen level could be solved, Your Honor. At this point in time, the remaining oxygen of the victim's tank was 50%. The victim was found in the boarding lounge, his tank was at 0%. That's right. There's nothing contradictory about the oxygen level decreasing. This means Mr. Train was alive as they made their escape to the lounge.
Silence!
I short your memory is. Have you forgotten what you yourself preferred? Even if the victim was alive at this point in time. How do you descend the ladder with his arms full?
Objection!
Reverse on us. Pressing your blow, you can't hit me with a broken blade. Excuse me. It's true that we don't know how they got down the ladder. First, Batman needs to further investigate it. But we can prove that Mr. Terran was alive when he reached the boarding lounge. This fact alone shatters your claims. It opens up the possibility that the victim could have been killed by a third party. Gah! Two people who claim to be the first ones on the scene. We could can we truly trust their statements? Let's see, the two people were Detective Candace Arm and Yuri Cosmo, right? I think one of them might have given a false statement to the police. It might be that Yuri guy then. Yes, it's certainly possible. We might have to do a little more digging. It seems we'll have to hear the testimony of the first two people to see. Score! What do you think of it? Detective Arm should be in court right now. Bailiff, would you please show Detective Arm to the stand? Oh no, not you. I have announcements, everyone. I can't remember the voice I gave it. I gave him the robot voice, but what does it mean with this? We're in the middle of a trial here. Please remain calm and listen carefully. Someone has reactivated the bomb. The bomb was defused, but it is about to explode. Explode! A bomb? Now? Everybody run! I don't want to die. I know. Everyone's panicking. I mean, funnily enough, I don't blame them.
Silence!
It's like everyone shut up. Headless chickens with a death wish. The lot of you. Calm yourself a fool or else. Come on, Apollo. Let's get out of here. How about Mr. Starbuck's dream? I mean, we'll carry out Clay's final wish. I don't care what happens to me. I'm not letting some bomb blow up the truth forever. Oh, Apollo, baby. I refuse to let things end here. Apollo, this is not time to be dramatic. If we don't get out of here now, we're gonna die. Come on, this way. Hey, ouch. Go. And that's when the bomb blew up. Apollo! Juniper? She hasn't evacuated? Juniper! Are you alright? Apollo! No! Not that way! And he got murked. It's weird knowing it's coming. It's like when Phoenix got the false, not the false evidence, the illegal evidence. Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. It's to be continued. Okay, you know what? It's only 2:17. I can go to the gym and it'll be fine. Okay, right. Well, we are gonna save that, but wow, that was interesting. I'm surprised it was that short, honestly. Do yes, just so we can see the next thing. But I don't think is there gonna be a cutscene? Okay, never mind. It's nothing much. So I thought there'd be a cutscene, so I was like, we can play it, but that's fine. Anyway, I am gonna leave it there, guys, just because it is very late, and I might go to the gym now. 2:18 in the morning. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and also turn notifications on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at JVK for free, where I post other forms of content. I have just released a short, so make sure you go check that out as well. Just outside the channel, all that sort of stuff. So yeah. If you don't know that, make sure you join the Discord that's pinned in the chat. You get to vote on what games I play next, and you also see when I upload and when I'm live, so you never miss out on anything. But yeah, we got a lot done today. Well, I say we got a lot done today. We've done the fake trial, the previous trial before the bombing. Things are tied together, which means this one probably does go over that sort of stuff. So we'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys.